in Brookhaven, there are several cars that can be modified to increase their speed or even change the car's color. But one thing that few people know is that you can put textures on the cars in Brookhaven. And today I'm going to test several myths about these cars in Brookhaven to see which ones work and which ones don't. But guys, I'm arriving here at the front, and it seems like these two players are racing, where one has a cart and the other has a Bugatti, which is not a real Bugatti. He said in the chat, "I'm going to win this," but I don't think he's going to win because the cart is much faster. After all, this is not a car, it's an avatar item. He probably searched for a car on the right and used exactly this one. And that's exactly what he did. I said in the chat, "You're not going to win this. I highly doubt you will." He said in the chat, "I will, just watch." Okay, I'm going to watch because I want to see if he really wins. Guys, it seems like the race has started and he simply lost. He lost and didn't even come close to winning, but it looks like he's starting to gain speed and is passing the cart. My god, guys, Big really managed to win here in Roblox, but he's not going to beat me because I just got here and simply won. Perfect, right? He arrived here and I'm pretty sure he's a bit mad. He said in the chat, "This isn't fair." I think that's enough, okay? I asked here why not. Not only that, but I want to know why. He said, "I don't know, but let's test the secrets of the cars." True, let's go for it. It seems like that player is leaving because he simply lost. But my friend is coming inside here, and I want to test the secrets of the cars in Brookhaven. First, I'm going to jump exactly at this spot. I just made it here successfully. But first, I want to test something very important. I said in the chat, get the tow truck because this is going to be really important for the first test. Guys, he's going to have to get exactly this car. And for those who don't know, this car can be lowered here, but I want to see how many cars can fit inside because here on the right, I can grab these classic cars. Just this first one here, which is tiny. Look at the size of this thing. He said in the chat, "This isn't going to work, but I think this is going to work, okay? I'm sure it will." Just place the car right here, and now I'm going to grab the others, which is this one. I'll have to leave it in this spot, exactly here on the left. Perfect. I got it. Now I have to get the next ones. He said in the chat, "But there's a limit to how many cars you can grab." I know there is, so because of that, I'm going to need your help. He's also going to grab the cars here. But guys, I got this last one, and now this is the last car I can grab. I said in the chat, "Now it's your turn." It's his turn to do this. And it seems like he started here. He grabbed exactly this one and is placing it right in that spot. But I can see he's having trouble getting up there. Guys, it seems like it's a bit difficult for him to climb this part. You see? He came with another car to try and change it here, and now he's going to try again, but it seems he didn't succeed. I said in the chat, "Let me try because I'm sure I'll get it on the first try, especially since this isn't too hard. Just place it exactly in this spot." And I did it! Now, guys, he's going to have to press this button to see which one is going to be towed and which of these cars is going to fall. Well, it seems like he pressed it, and all of them got towed. Let me see. I'm coming in here, and now he's going to have to drive his car. And it seems like there's one here that's loose, which is exactly this one that he couldn't tow. But in my car, he really managed to tow. And that car fell back here, but mine is intact. He said in the chat, "Maybe that car fell because it's my car." And what he said is true. Guys, I'm going to log in with my other Roblox account to see if what he said really makes sense. Alright, I'm here with this other profile, and here on the right, I'm going to grab exactly this car, the same one as before, and now I'm going to come up front to test this to see if it's really true. But guys, soon I'm going to test with you guys how to put textures on the cars, which is really easy to do. But I'm getting up here. He's going to have to lower this, and now I'm going to have to climb up here. There's a way for the other cars not to fall, which is perfect. I did it in this other car, and I'm going to leave further ahead, exactly here. Guys, I had an idea. I'm going to delete all these cars, absolutely all of them, and now I'm just going to grab some bikes, exactly this one, because this one is smaller, and maybe it will fit more inside than before. He said in the chat, "That's smart. It really is smart." I'm going to grab exactly this one, and maybe now it will work. Perfect. I'm placing the last one here. This time, I'm sure it will work. I'm going to place it exactly here. This one is almost falling, but it will probably work. And it didn't work very well. He said, "Let's go to the next secret." So let's go because this one didn't work out too well. Guys, but he's coming up front. I wonder what the next secret will be. He said in the chat, "Let's test the light under the car first, and then we'll put textures on the cars." True, that idea he had is simply brilliant. Guys, I'm going to have to choose a different car on the right. This time, I'm just going to grab this one because it looks a lot like the Nissan Skyline, and for sure, I can make many good modifications on it. I'm going to start by putting Turbo 3 on it, and now I'm going to change its tires, leaving exactly these. I'm going to leave its color just like this. It's really beautiful, but there's one final thing missing. Guys, I'm going to have to fall with this car. I'm going to get exactly to this spot and try to drop it to see if it works. I'm going to fall exactly here, and do you think it will work? Okay, it worked on the first try, which is really impressive because it's a bit difficult to drop the car like this. Now, here on the right, I'm going to grab the props and also the ladder, exactly this one. Now I have to climb up here and start placing stars on the car. I'm going to leave these stars red, and I'll have to place several. Okay, this side is done. It looks ugly for now, but once I flip the car again, it will look perfect. But now I just need to do this side, where I'll place the ladder and start the work. Perfect. This is just really cool. And my friend said in the chat, "This is amazing." So, it really is very cool. And guys, the car looks like this, with this light underneath. Now I just need to lower the suspension, leaving it exactly like this, and it's just perfect. This looks really beautiful. beautiful and truly incredible. He said in the chat, change the car's number because this car has exactly this number. So I'm going to put my lucky number here, which is this one, but I'm going to leave it red. And now, guys, this car is perfect. But he said, spoiler, wait, but this car already has a spoiler. Do you think I should put another one in? I said in the chat, but there's already a spoiler here, which is exactly this one. He said, put another one. Okay, if he asked, I'll put it here. Here on the right, I'm going to have to grab the spoiler, which is exactly this one, and I'm going to place it right here. But this looks horrible. Seriously, this is just so ugly because it has two spoilers, and the car wasn't made to have that. He said, remove it. Okay, I'm going to remove it because it really looks very bad. But here on the right, I'm going to grab this item and place it on top to see if it looks better here. But it's floating here, so I'm going to have to remove it. But it's going to stay like this anyway. But my other friend said in the chat, hey, I know a way to get infinite speed. Follow me. Guys, should I go? Because I want to test how to put textures on the cars in VR Kevin to make them just perfect. I said in the chat, but I want to put textures on the cars now. At this very moment, I want to do that. He said in the chat, let's quickly test the infinite speed. Okay, if it's going to be really fast, then that's fine. And it seems my friend left here, but I'm going to lock my car on the right, and now he can't drive it anymore. And it looks like he ran away after trying to take my car without permission. But guys, I'm going to have to grab my car to test this bug that my friend mentioned. I said in the chat, how do I get infinite speed? I want to know how to do it. He replied in the chat, place a ladder behind the car. Okay, I think I got it. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to get right here in front of this track and place a ladder right here. Likewise, I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to test it anyway. I'm removing the ladder now. Did it work? My god, guys, it really works, but the car glitched. I'm going to try again. I'm going to place a ladder back here, but this time I'm going to keep the drift at 0, and this time I have a better chance of it working. I removed the ladder, and this time it worked. I just gained super speed, and I'm really fast. He said in the chat, let's test it on a better road. And that's true because this street is terrible. So I'm going to have to go back here to test it exactly here. I'm sure it will be much better because this street is just huge. There's nothing here that will basically hit my car. So I'm going to leave my car right here and place a ladder behind it. Now I just need to get right here and start accelerating backward. Done! I started, and now I'm going to remove the ladder, and I just have super speed. Guys, I'm really fast in the game, way faster than I should be. He said in the chat, now for the textures. To do this, it's very simple. I'm going to need to grab some specific cars on the right, but first, I'm going to test this bug one last time. I'm going to accelerate a lot. I'm just at super speed. Now, I'll remove the ladder. I'm really fast. I have so much speed in the game, maybe too much. Furthermore, I'm going to test one last time in this area before putting textures on the cars. I'm going to remove the ladder, and I just have infinite speed. I'm coming back here really fast, and I'm going to jump exactly at this part of the bridge. My god, this glitched completely. But guys, there are two ways to get textures on the cars in Brookhaven. The first is here on the right. There are cars that already have textures, like this police car that says sheriff, which is basically a texture. But there are others here, like this one that has this texture, which is really nice, and also this one, which has this texture in the middle that is truly beautiful. And really, this is one of the few cars in Brookhaven that actually has texture. But there's a way to add textures and make the car just perfect. I'm going to have to go into Roblox Studio, where I can basically increase my size. I can be gigantic or even much larger. I'm at the largest size possible. Likewise, I can also be very small. I'm just tiny. But to get cars like this, it's very simple. I have to take the Brookhaven car and select exactly this part. That's where I'm going to place the car's texture. Now I need to search for textures and select one of these to apply. And I chose this one. It looks really beautiful. You can see that the car now has textures, and it looks really beautiful. You can accelerate here in front a lot if you want, but I just grabbed other cars to test this out. They're all right here in front, and you can see that several cars have textures. This one has a texture that's almost invisible, but it's quite nice. This one has the gold from Minecraft. This one has a grass texture. This one has this blue thing, which I don't know what it is. And there are also several others here that are quite interesting, but my favorite is definitely this one because it's the best of all. He said, oh, put a secret car in the game. True, I'm going to put a secret car. It's going to be very interesting, but I asked in the chat, which car? I want to know which one he wants. He said, it's a car that isn't in Brookhaven. Okay, a car that isn't in Brookhaven. That's going to be a bit difficult because there are already a lot of cars in Brookhaven. There's a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, and many others. So, I just placed exactly this one, and he said in the chat, more cars. Okay, it seems like he wants even more cars, so I'm going to add more. I added this one because it's just really beautiful, but it seems like it's glitched, and suddenly it's just coming back here. Guys, I don't understand what happened, but this car is really glitched. I'm going to try to drive it to see if it works, but even so, it's still very glitched. I have no idea what happened, but I'm going to get out of it because it's starting to get more glitched than it should. My god, guys, this car is not working. It glitched completely and is flying away. It's in a very bizarre way. My god, I think there's no way to stop this car. It's heading here flying toward the other city I made, which is over there. It's heading toward the sea. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it. It's really coming toward another city. But guys, I'm going to grab this super car and try to stop it. He said in the chat, you can't. Look, I think I can because it's not that hard. Okay, I'm coming here in front and I'm going to try to save this car. The only problem is is figuring out where it is because it disappeared. Or not, because it's right here, just really glitched. It's coming in this direction. Guys, it's just uncontrollable. This is very bizarre. Look, it's coming right here. I'm a bit scared to get close because I don't want it to make me glitch. Okay, it went exactly over there and just disappeared. And this is officially its end. It just fell off the end of the map. He said here, now put some cars with textures. Okay, some cars that have textures. I'm going to add them because all the cars I put don't have textures. I just added several cars, a skyline, and several others here. And also these two that have textures. This one and also this one are just really beautiful. I am coming here to drive them. You can see that they are very fast, really very fast. And there's fire coming out from the back, which looks really nice. I almost fell, but I'm going to go to test this other car, and it's getting close. It's strange, but I'm leaving here, and this car is really very fast. It even drifts, which is actually quite interesting. But guys, my friend just joined the game to see how the game I made is doing. He's looking back here. I think he just noticed that this car is way too glitched. It's just driving by itself, which is very weird. But it seems my friend is going to drive it. That's not a good choice because this car is going to start glitching with him inside. But guys, I'm going to test this other car, which is quite interesting. It's also pretty fast, and his car is literally dancing. He said in the chat, help me. Look, unfortunately, I can't because I'm testing this car, which is very interesting. Now I'm going to test this other one, which is also really cool. Guys, soon it's going to fly away because this car is very glitched. But I'm going to test this last one that I haven't tested yet. Exactly this one. And it seems like it doesn't work. But guys, I'm going to write this secret command, and then it's going to fly away. My god, it flew away infinitely. Poor thing. Anyone who wants to add me on Roblox, just click the member button, and I'll add you here on Roblox.